A growing number of Georgia Republicans are speaking out tonight against recent rule changes approved by the state's election board. 9 former and current state lawmakers have now joined that lawsuit, set to be heard by a Fulton County judge on Wednesday. 11 Alive's Joe Hinkie learned why one of those lawmakers says the election board overstepped.
Starting in early September, the state election board began making several rule changes ahead of November's presidential election. Former Republican State Representative Mike Dudgeon says the board overstepped.
This is really about separation of powers and about who gets to make the laws. The Georgia Constitution says that the legislature should regulate elections.
That's why Dudgeon and 8 other current or former Republican lawmakers are supporting a lawsuit against several of the rule changes.
In my opinion, along with many others, the election board, even if well-intentioned, is doing things that are really under the purview of the legislature.
Attorney General Chris Carr, in a late September memo to the election board, made a similar statement, writing, "The board runs substantial risk of intruding upon the General Assembly's constitutional right to legislate." In the suit, supported by Dudgeon, the rule changes in question impact the certification process for elections on the county level and expand requirements for dropping absentee ballots off at drop boxes. Janelle King is one of 3 Republican board members that approved the changes. She wrote 11 Alive today in response to the lawsuit, saying, in part, there have been complaints from both sides of the aisle since 2016. How many more years will we cling to the status quo instead of evaluating the system and enhancing the integrity of our elections? Dudgeon says some of the rule changes are well-intended, but lawmakers should have the final say.
Make sure that any major changes or things that may make serious ramifications with the elections will come through the people's representatives in the legislature.
And a hearing is set for this case next Wednesday here at the Fulton County Courthouse. We'll bring you any updates here on air and on 11alive.com. Reporting from the Fulton County Courthouse tonight, I'm Joe Hinkie, 11 Alive News.